I met a woman who calls herself Trina, who shares the same sad story as so many other victims of sex trafficking. She grew up wanting to become an esthetician. Instead, she says she's trapped in the sex trade with no way out.
This is where I started, before the drugs.
From shady street corners to digital brothels, prostitution in the last frontier has been flourishing.
If you're looking for me, then I'm looking for you if you got the right money.
Behind that stride of young women on what they call the track are backstories of exploitation, manipulation, and sexual abuse.
I was 16. My mom's boyfriend just molested me and she didn't believe me. I didn't care about nothing.
One of those stories belongs to a single mother of two who calls herself Trina. I joined her for a night of what she considers work.
I can't even count how much money I made on this street.
How much does she make?
Maybe 500.
And so
on a good night.
So do you get to keep all of this money?
Do I look blinged out?
So where is it going?
To him.
And why do you hand it over?
Being scared.
Scared of him, her pimp, the near 40-year-old man who took her in when she ran away from an abusive home at 16.
He whooped my ass, pretty much, and put me out in the streets.
She's in a lifestyle now more than ever. Her post on a website called Backpage advertises her to anyone with an internet connection.
So every time your phone rings, what are you thinking?
Is it money? If it's money, don't waste my time. Time is money.
The business that made neighborhoods like Spenard infamous is no longer apparent. Police say that's because street traffic has turned into web traffic, leaving local law enforcement agencies with few options to track down traffickers like Trina's pimp.
It's difficult for us to go after those as a local police department when all of those are managed out of the state of Alaska.
Detective Sergeant Kathy Lacey says the anonymity offered by the internet allows sex traffickers and Johns to hide in plain sight.
Right now, the trafficker has very little threat of detection. What he's selling is a woman, and his overhead is a cell phone. And he's making a tremendous amount of money from that.
Just how much? To see how it works, I posted an ad myself.
There it is.
New in town, come enjoy me. $50 specials. 24 hours, more than 50 calls, and nearly 30 text messages later, it's clear the world where cash is king and flesh is currency has found a new home on your computer and your smartphone.
Last time I told him, if you're gonna get aggressive.
2 days before we met her, Trina's pimp beat her up.
I don't want to get my ass whooped. I don't deserve that at all.
It was for her yet another act of aggression she says she can no longer endure, but she's still on the web and on the streets.
I gotta support my kids. I gotta support myself.
Once a girl is trafficked into the sex trade, advocates say it's nearly impossible to find a way out. So what's being done to help women like Trina? I wish I could say plenty, but that just isn't the case. Hear why tomorrow night on KTVA 11 News at 10.